Good morning, everybody. We are live. For the first time, I'm going to be saving it onto Twitch, and I'm very excited about that. So our followers on Twitch have something of substance to maybe come back to. I'm pretty excited about it. We're gonna hop right into the news today. Our beautiful people over on the MURKradio Discord server have been gracious enough to send me noteworthy news as it comes their way, and I've tried to pull things that I've found noteworthy as well. It looks like the top story of the day, though, what everybody is talking about today on September 7th, is we're talking about this South Carolina murder mystery. Now, I've done no background research. I'm coming in fresh off of Labor Day. We're gonna discover the news together this morning. And let's check this out. This is from Good Morning America, September 5th. It was sent to me in the Discord server over Labor Day weekend. Let's get caught up on this story here. What?
Shot him this weekend. A family spokesperson telling ABC News that Alec Murdaugh was changing a tire on the side of the road in rural Hampton County Saturday when a car passed him, turned around, and someone shot him in the head. He was airlifted to a hospital in Charleston. We are told he is conscious and speaking. Murdaugh's brother sitting down with us back in June.
Did they have any enemies?
I really don't know of any enemies. You hear all this talk on the social media with regard to Paul, but I don't know of anybody that would truly be an enemy or truly want to harm them.
The brothers asking for the public's help after Alec's wife Maggie and their 22-year-old son Paul were found murdered at the family's hunting lodge. To date, no suspects have been named, no arrests have been made. The Murdaugh family, part of the legal establishment in the South Carolina Lowcountry going back almost a century. 3 generations of Murdaughs held the solicitor's job in this region for years.
Okay.
They also own a prominent
Legal dynasty.
law firm. At the time of the double murders, Paul had been awaiting trial, accused of being under the influence in 2019 while crashing a boat, killing 19-year-old passenger Mallory Beach.
911, where's your emergency?
What bridge is Paul, what bridge is this? All 5 of us are on the bank, but we're missing one person. Please send someone.
The charges in that
Oh my
case were
God.
dropped in August due to Paul's death. But
Okay.
new documents recently released raising
So-
questions for the family as to how the boat crash investigation was handled.
I think
Yeah, I have some wild speculation for this.
And they're particularly offended that if it happened, if people tried to cover up what happened, they're incredibly offended and they want that out. Because it shouldn't be that way.
Meanwhile, the investigation into the Murdaugh double murders uncovering new information about a different case, leading investigators to reopen a 2015 cold case, the death of Stephen Smith. Smith's body was found more than 6 years ago in the middle of a road in Hampton County. His family says how he died has long been in question.
Whoa.
I'd be happy to see all this, laid out on the table, finding out who did it, why they did it.
And it's important to point out that Alec Murdaugh, everyone involved in the boat crash, their families, the Smith family, they all voluntarily gave DNA to help investigators rule them out as suspects in that double murder investigation. As for this most recent shooting, a Murdaugh family spokesperson releasing a statement saying the Murdaugh family has suffered through more than any one family could ever imagine. We expect Alec to recover, and we ask for your privacy while he recovers. A very complicated story, guys, and a lot of
So Alex is going to recover.
Yeah, so many tentacles to this story.
That's massive.
Thank you for covering it, Eva, and I'm sure you'll stay on it.
Well, hey,
Yeah, just to speculate wildly, I really think that this is right here. Since he's from a legal dynasty family, this could relate to something that maybe his what type of attorney was his father was. This is insane. I think that maybe a disgruntled former client of somebody in a legal capacity probably had it out for them. And yeah, if they all voluntarily gave DNA, I would imagine that's because whoever did it, their DNA doesn't match. Whoever's doing it is not related to the family. They're completely out there. They're not maybe a hired gun, maybe somebody, again, just peripheral, a criminal that feels scorned by him. I wonder if he's done prosecution work, things like that. I'm sure the cops are on top of it, and we'll hear more. That is fucking insane. Wow. Step away from the news for a few days, and this is what you come back to. This is an article that Umbra sent us. Let's see. Wife swap star tries to escape mental institution ahead of murder trial. Whoa! In a truly sad story, Jacob Stockdale, who appeared on ABC's long-running reality series Wife Swap in 2008, has apparently tried to escape from the mental institution he has been in since murdering his mother and brother. Stockdale is in the mental institution while awaiting trial, which is set to take place next month. He pled not guilty to those murders by way of insanity. Jacob Stockdale appeared on Wife Swap with his mother, father, and 3 brothers back in 2008 and 2017. Stockdale shot and killed his mother, Catherine, and younger brother, James, by shooting both in the head with a shotgun. He then turned the gun on himself and shot himself in the head. He managed to survive and had to undergo extensive surgeries to reconstruct his face. According to TMZ, Stockdale attempted to escape before his trial by blending in with a group of people who were on their way out of the facility, but it wasn't the first time he's been caught trying to leave. Although he has not been charged with attempted escape, Jacob Stockdale allegedly tried to leave the institution on one other occasion. Workers say they found him hiding in the book stacks of the mental hospital's library in November, leading the staff to believe he was attempting to figure out a way to leave the property before they realized he was missing. When the Stockdale family appeared on Wife Swap, all those years ago, they were portrayed as incredibly religious, with the brothers being under the strict control of their parents. The kids were homeschooled and were banned from dating or watching television, among other things, with the parents believing that outside influences would be dangerous for them. The woman who swapped with Jacob Stockdale's mother on Wife Swap gave her opinion on what went wrong in the Stockdale family. Having been part of the Stockdale family for a short period of time during the show, she was immersed in their way of life and remembered a time when she wanted to let up on some of the restrictions placed on the Stockdale brothers, but was met with resistance from the children. From what she told TMZ, Jacob Stockdale ran from the house in tears for fear that he would burn in hell for not following his parents' restrictive rules. The base of Jacob Stockdale's insanity plea remains to be seen, but in early September, a judge did rule he's competent to stand trial, which should begin on January 26th. If convicted, Stockdale could face life in prison. For further updates on this legal case and others surrounding entertainment, be sure to check back with Cinema Blend. So this was from Cinema Blend, sorry. Yes, Arianthe, this shit is fucking wild. Wow. The kid from Wife Swap murdered his family and then escaped. He's an actual horror movie villain. This is some Michael Myers behavior, escaping, he has a whole new face, escaped from a mental institution. This is a movie in the making right there. And I say we try to keep track of that. I wonder if he's got friends on the outside somehow. Antibiotic resistance has been found in bears in remote Scandinavia. Whoa. Whoa, wait. A new finding about brown bears in the remote forest of Sweden is a sad indicator of just how far humanity's mess can extend, but a positive example of how we can turn things around with simple actions. Okay. The growing problem of antibiotic resistance after industrial-scale production of antimicrobial products started in the 1940s can be traced in the teeth of Swedish brown bears. From the 1950s, the animals show an increase in antibiotic resistance. However, after the 1990s, when Sweden introduced regulations controlling the use of antibiotics, the bear's antibiotic resistance decreased. Huh. This suggests that regulation is a powerful tool in mitigating anthropogenic environmental harm. Okay. Antibiotic resistance has been a growing problem for decades. So we found a way to this is awesome for brown bears and really us as well. Antibiotic resistance is a bitch of a thing, you know. I have an autoimmune disease, and there's times where antibiotics have really fucked me up. The episode of Wipe Swap is on Hulu. We'll have to maybe deep dive the Stockdales. I'm very interested now. I'm very, very, very interested. That's a crazy case, Arianthe. But back to bears. Just a little joke here for the morning. I don't know how endangered these fuckers are. Just saying, like, most endangered species seem like they could eat me. They don't seem like they're in danger. Anyway, dad joke out of the way. Moving on. Florida doctor to refuse in-person treatment for unvaccinated patients. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. A Florida doctor said she will no longer treat primary care patients in person who have not received the COVID-19 vaccine. Hey, honestly, she has to stand up for, if she's running out of a clinic, she can't deal with that shit anymore. Linda Maricini, a family medicine doctor in South Miami, sent a letter to patients informing them that because of the Pfizer vaccine has been approved for general use by the Food and Drug Administration, unvaccinated individuals will no longer be allowed to attend in-person appointments at her practice. This is a public health emergency. The health of the public takes priority over the rights of any given individual in this situation, Maricini wrote in the letter obtained by NBC Miami. It appears that there is a lack of selflessness and concern for the burden on the health and well-being of our society from our encounters. I couldn't agree with the doctor more, particularly in the area she's at. If she's a Miami doctor, she's around Florida, you know, there's some pretty heavy anti-vaxxers in that area. And they are fucking nutty. They're fucking nutty. The anti-vaxxers. Like, I can't with them sometimes. I haven't been vaccinated yet because of the autoimmune disease, but hey. Is what it is, man. I'll get it the moment I'm approved by a doctor, by my primary care. Absolutely. But right on, Dr. Maricini. Right on, Dr. Maricini. Let's see here. Oh, we got some news fresh off the press, huh? Woo, that's quite the link. Let's see what we got here. Man shoots 8, killing 1 after being kicked out of Kansas club, police say. Oh no, this is from NBC News. A man shot 8 people, 1 fatally, after getting kicked out of a Kansas club Tuesday morning, authorities said. Gunfire erupted shortly after 12:30 a.m. outside Enigma Club and Lounge on North Mosley Street, according to Wichita police. Ooh. Of the 7 victims wounded in the shooting, 2 had life-threatening injuries, 3 sustained serious injuries, and 2 others suffered minor injuries. The slain victim was identified as a 30-year-old man, but his name was not immediately released by the police. Oh, okay. The suspected shooter was reportedly kicked out of the club due to an unknown disturbance, Nicholas said. At some point, he returned and opened fire outside the club, according to police. Authorities are still searching for the subject, and anyone with information related to the shooting is encouraged to call Crime Stoppers or 911. Yeah, please call Crime Stoppers. Lordy, please call Crime Stoppers. Wow. I wonder, again, fascinated for motive. I'd love to know what the hell is going on with that. That's this article here from you, Arianthe. Thank you. What do we got here? Protesters keep up the pressure as Taliban consolidates control over Afghanistan. What are we on here? What is this? The Washington Post? By Susanna George. Kabul. Hundreds of protesters in Kabul scattered Tuesday as Taliban fighters fired guns into the air to disperse one of the largest demonstrations against their 3-week-old rule of Afghanistan. The women are marching. The women should be marching. I am worried about their well-being, of course. You know, hopefully they have an armed faction on their side there. Again, a messier pull-out game than anybody in the adult industry. America right now. It's a fucking travesty. And yeah, if I were the women there, could you imagine having to go from not being able to drive to being able to drive, vote, participate in society, and not have to wear a hijab, and then they show up, and the fundamentalists take control again. Authoritarian religious fundamentalists. That's fucking frightening to me. And I couldn't imagine the plight of these women, and I hope something moves forward, particularly for the rights of women in Afghanistan. I really do. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably be dead already. I'm a Jewish person, so I'd be there with you if I would. But if I had been there this long, I'd probably be in between some drywall. You call me Stan Frank, you know what I'm saying? I have to hide from that regime. It's a frightening fucking situation. All right. We're going to kind of pivot over here to ABC News. 6-year-old girl killed on ride at Colorado amusement park. Look, sometimes I like to pull up headlines that seemingly reaffirm fears of things that I have. I am scared shitless of most rides at theme parks. Oh yeah, hey, if you have any lighter stories, feel free to throw them this way. I've got a pretty heavy one. So we're gonna take a minute off. We're gonna let ABC News tell us this story.
Back here at home, the amusement park tragedy in Colorado. A 6-year-old girl on vacation with her family dying on a ride in Glenwood Springs. The park now closed until at least Wednesday, and an urgent investigation is now underway. Here's ABC's Kaylee Hartung.
Tonight, the desperate scene unfolding at a Colorado amusement park.
Glenwood Caverns for a party that fell out of the shaft ride.
A 6-year-old girl fatally injured while riding this attraction that plunges 110 feet inside a mountain.
The party's at the bottom of the shaft now. We're still trying to get further.
We're about to go down the mine shaft.
But first responders unable to save her life.
We're calling the coroner now.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park posting this video of the haunted mine drop just after it opened. USA Today naming it their best new amusement park attraction of 2017. The small family-owned park promoting the ride is the first drop ride in the world to go underground in what feels like a free fall.
Wait, authorities have not confirmed exactly how the girl died, but an investigation is underway in the park. They say they are deeply saddened by what has happened, and it will be closed at least through tomorrow. Whit.
Kaylee Hartung with those late developments. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube.
Piss off, George Stephanopoulos. No one's smelling what you're stepping in, dog. Ain't feeling it. Yeah, it's been quite the news cycle. Why? Fresh off the press from Arianthe here. Let's drop this in. See what we got. Man reels in invasive fanged fish from Massachusetts lake. Oh my! That is horrifying. What do we have here?
With a mouthful of
That's
fangs,
not a gar.
beady black eyes, and a body covered in a slippery slime, this was quite the catch for Mike Powell of Canton.
I didn't know how to fight it because this thing was jumping left, right, left, right.
Mike was fishing over the weekend when he landed this nearly 6-pound, 30-inch creature of the Canton Reservoir.
Is it a gar?
This was one freaky fish he had never seen before.
Me and my buddy, we didn't even know what it was at first.
As it turned out, Mike had caught what's known as a northern snakehead.
Oh.
It is a non-native species of Canton, never mind North America. This fish is from Asia, and it's
Whoa.
actually illegal to have here in the U.S.
Let's be honest here. I'm out here chasing big bass. To catch that when I'm not looking for it, I mean, I couldn't tell you. I was wearing one of these things that tells you your heart rate. Thing was through the roof.
There are very few species you can confuse.
My heart rate was through the fucking roof when I was catching this thing. I'm fucking telling you.
Color pattern,
Yeah, I'd be freaked the fuck out. Hey, that looks like some Loch Ness Monster footage, dude. I wonder how big they
Mark
get.
believes it was most likely released into the reservoir after it became too big for someone's fish tank.
So they're an injurious
Oh, who the
species
fuck
federally,
wants that
so
in a
you
fish
can't
tank? Are
possess
you
them.
like
Mass Wildlife
the Tiger
regulates
King
the
of koi
possession
ponds?
fish that can live in our
Why do you
waters,
want
and we don't
that?
issue permits for
It's not
snakeheads.
pretty.
I fished this lake my whole life.
It has teeth.
And when I saw that, I was like,
You feed it
this
meat.
doesn't belong here.
Prior to Mike's catch, only 3 other snakeheads have been documented as being caught in Massachusetts waters since 2002.
Whoa.
And for wildlife officials, they'd like to keep it that way.
The good news is these are all adult fish. We have no evidence of reproduction, which would
Hell
be
yeah.
a different ballgame.
For all of you other anglers
You got
out
their
there,
one
if
rare
you
daddy.
ever have the chance to hook on to a snakehead, it's recommended that you get it ashore, you kill it, and then give either Mass Wildlife or Environmental Police a call. In Canton, I'm Doug Meehan, WCVB News Center 5.
Wow. God damn. I said, God damn. You know what time it is? We haven't done it in a minute. It's time to check on Uncle Alex. Let's check on Uncle Alex Jones. What's he talking about today? Whoa, you better get out of here, boy. Let's see what you got. You got anything? Let's look through your articles, bro. Okay. Biden laughs, delivers sandwiches, takes selfies while Americans are held hostage by Taliban. Look, when you're the president, you gotta run press circuits. And this president is particularly sedated. Look, when your blood is mostly Lunesta, you're not running the show. You know, to quote him, whatever you say, Nance. So, yeah, I don't fault the guy for eating Sammys and taking selfies with people. You know. Let's see here. Yeah, so it seems like New York is really trying to, they're really pushing this vaccine passport mandate, and that scares me a bit. I do say I gotta agree with some of those cats. The Orwellian vaccine passport ninja. Yeah. Lies on the lie of social contract. That's true. Interesting headline, Alex Jones. Are you on the air by chance? We do have something.
Is actually due to micro blood clots in the lungs. The last thing we need is a vaccine that causes blood clots. And I say the final thing that is really disturbing is that a recent paper shows an interaction between the spike protein and 2 cancer-producing genes. One is BRCA, well known for breast cancer and other female cancers, and the other one, P53, which is the tumor suppressor gene. Spike protein interacts with these in a way that could be
Sorry, I think I may be getting
Now, the
responses a little
company
late this morning. I
skipped
think
all
I might
the
have some lag
cancer,
issues.
Teratogenicity, oncogenicity, mutagenicity studies, and even in the conditional approval of...
Slow down, Doc, because talk to us like we're 5 years old.
Yeah, look, there have been reports of
cancer.
blood clots, these things. It's that it happens. Now, somebody who has a strange... Alex is on air. He is on air. He is on air, and he's just ranting about blood clots and the side effects of the vaccines people aren't talking about. Look, when you're dealing with experimental treatments and treatments you're rolling out really fast like that, there's side effects. There's side effects that show up in a portion of the population. I don't condone it. Again, I don't think anybody should take anything that they haven't had a really long conversation with their primary care physician. If you're ill, if you're an adult, if you have your own insurance, have a primary care physician. you know. Let's see here. Thought I'd check out Drudge Report, maybe see what we got going on, see if we got anything in Crazyville. We got anything? Uh-oh, the borders are being flooded with Ecuadorians. This is a training course thing. Drudge, are you not legitimate anymore? Ooh. I don't trust you, Drudge. I don't trust you anymore. Just don't. I don't like that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up our morning news. Kind of change the vibe of everything. You know, we're going to be on Twitch for real now. It's Rosh Hashanah. Happy Rosh Hashanah, everybody. Happy Jewish New Year. So, a little fresh change up to the layout. Change to the YouTube channel. We're going to be grinding some content. We're going to really get at it for this new year. I know that probably sounds strange to the Western audience, but hey, Happy New Year, fools. And if you do something I wouldn't do. Oh, you got a UFO sighting. Hey, we can hang on the line, Arianthi. If you have to, throw that thing in Discord. Do I have a new link in Discord? I might. No, I don't know what. Messages to Oh, I gotcha. We can hang out though. Because look, UFO sightings, you know, we've talked about that a bit on the show, and I guess we can, you know, hey, I don't mind bringing it up. You know, there's let's see what we got. This is what I'm looking at. Yeah, I need some paranormal news. This sounds good. Let's see what we got here. Again, I've been out of the loop. I'm just jumping into the show this morning. No condom. I like it that way, though. It's invigorating. I don't drink coffee or anything. Ooh. From August 22nd. What you can. Filmed over the house.
Did we really believe this? Or did we just feel that we had to follow the United States and hope that on a wing and a prayer it would be all right on the night?
Watching on, a demonstration demanding all Afghans who worked for the UK can move here.
What? I did miss it.
Or did we really believe this? Or did we just feel that we had to follow the United States and hope that on a wing and a prayer it would be all right on the night?
Watching on.
Whoa. Look at that bad boy right there. Look at that. We got one.
All Afghans who worked for the
Hell
UK
yeah.
can move here.
Hey, you got any more paranormal news? We can stretch
Or did we
on.
just feel that we had to follow the United States and hope that on a wing and a prayer it would be
That was
all
like a
right
cigar
on the
shaped
night?
graph too.
Watching on, a demonstration demanding
But
all
that's moving
Afghans who
faster
work
than a
for
blimp.
the UK can move here. Watching on, a demonstration demanding all Afghans who worked for the UK can move here. Watching on, a demonstration demanding all Afghans who worked for the UK can move here. Watching on.
Hey, yeah. Nah, Arianthi, I tell you what, hey, you find some kooky news. You shoot it my way in particular. I don't mind. I like the quirky and paranormal. I like it paranormal, yeah. Yeah, well, dark and quirky edge to our morning news program. While we, figure out this flow. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, that was good. Now, why do you think they'd be over the House of Parliament? Conspiracy theorists, tell me, is it because they're reptilians? I doubt it. I doubt there was a UFO over the House of Parliament August 22nd because they're reptiles. I'm a firm believer that these UFOs are coming in and out of the ocean for a reason. They can obviously fluidly move through atmospheres with no disturbance. And just, again, fluidly. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's look for Bigfoot. Let's look for Bigfoot here, Anthony. Let's see what we got. Okay. Hey. We can do that. Shit. What do we got here? Reported Bigfoot sighting caught on camera in Idaho. Believed to be real. What? Comic book. I met a writer for this publication one time, and I gotta say, sometimes they're pretty fucking flimsy. But I'm into it. Oh, we got the video of it too. A video uploaded to YouTube supposedly shows a new look at Bigfoot, and cryptid enthusiasts are feeling confident about the odds and that this one is real. The footage, which depicts a large muscular being covered in dark hair, was uploaded to an account called NVTV, which seems to specialize in Bigfoot content. It's only a few seconds long. Oh, okay. No, we got to get to it. We got to get to this shit. With the ad breaks. The fuck? It was a few seconds long. Give me the Bigfoot. Okay, that looks like me on the way to the fridge at like 2 a.m. And I know what I'm doing is wrong. Like, I have my head down, hiding my shame from the world because I'm about to get that type of ice cream. And is it just me? Is it just me? Maybe I'm inappropriate for saying this. But Bigfoot has a fat ass. That's a donk. If that is Bigfoot, they got dumps like a truck. And it is, look at that. That's a dummy thick Bigfoot. See why the feet are big. It's all the weight from that fucking Cardi B he's got parked out back, dude. Yeah. No, it's a dummy thick Bigfoot too. I think it's weird. His head looks weird to me. I mean, it kind of looks like a mask. I mean, surely not the real thing. I've been out in the Ozarks. I've been out, and I believe that there's something out there. But this one, I mean, the musculature is right. If it is a costume, it's one of the best ones they've done so far. Hey, no, you're good. Hey, we'll just stash some ghost sightings. I'm gonna wrap her up here in a bit, but I'm kind of fixated on dummy thick Idaho Bigfoot. Is that my new gay celebrity crush? Idaho Bigfoot. Oh shit, look at that's a good photo though. Look at that's like from a game cam. Hey, caught you, motherfucker. If it's not, it'd be funny if it was an unrelated guy dressed like Bigfoot. That like it was a guy dressed like Bigfoot, but it was unrelated to the dudes with this camera. Like he just goes out there and gets weird. It's Idaho. There's not a lot to do. Idaho is boring as fuck. One of the most boring places I've ever been. Wow. I have the same posture as Bigfoot, as dummy thick Idaho Bigfoot. What if it's a girl Bigfoot? Ooh. I'd let her hold me. I said it. Yeah, most Biggie sightings are furry, I think. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, it's just a furry out there being weird. It's Idaho. There's not a lot going on. He's out there being monkey man. I gotta say the hands and arms are a detail that's like, damn. But that onk. That's like squats and acai. Like, you don't just have that. He's got a whole Chris Evans situation back there. Boy looks like he could crack walnuts with his butt cheeks. I'm not mad at Dummy Thick Bigfoot at all. It's probably, honestly, it's just Channing Tatum getting ready for like the new Kong or whatever. He's like, I'm playing Kong, fuck it. They're shooting it in Idaho because there's nothing there and nobody wants to go there, so everybody can stay 6 feet like well apart in Idaho. I bet it's easy in Idaho. Yeah, finding this motherfucker, finding this cryptid's a bitch. I don't know. They're tough. But something about it, just from personal experience, I feel like when Bigfoot's found, it's gonna have more of a, I don't know, it could be a little more ape-like than this. Homeboy looked like he got, I mean, those kind of, I don't know, those kind of look like, not like feet, not like feet pads, like the pads of a feet. Slow down and closer look at it. Yeah, you better get in on it. Derek thinks interdimensional. That's not a bad theory at all. Absolutely, my man. Yeah, that makes fucking sense, actually. I've done a lot of DMT. Keep that in mind. I used to take MAOI inhibitors and, like, eat it. Like, I'm probably still a little fried. So, yeah, interdimensional stuff. The whole Clockwork Elves and shit. I've seen those daddies. I've partied with them. I mean, somebody called GQ, because this goddamn Bigfoot has an ass like The Rock. What are you doing with that Idris Elba donk, dude? Where are you going with that? I guess bring that over here. I don't, I hope it's a female, but it's a Bigfoot, so maybe that's just the bard in me talking, but like, if that's the Bigfoot I encounter, I'm not scared, I'm not running away, I'm not trying to get a photo. I'm gonna try to sleep with that Bigfoot. And I'm gonna go out on that message. If y'all find Idaho Bigfoot, dummy thick, big booty, Bigfoot, take him out. Let him know, like, we're a good time. Yeah, run at it naked as can be. I'm taking this one out, though. I'm gonna try to show it that, like, we're a good time, and we'll give you food. You can shower in our place, probably. And, I'm sure there's girls out there that, like, would see his lifestyle and be like, I can fix him. But I wasn't necessarily expecting a UFO over the House of Parliament and a dummy thick Bigfoot. But yeah, he's got the donk. Oh, man. All right, gang. We're doing it. We're putting on Panama Rain by Danya Bodasvoz. Not good with the name, but it's rights appropriate. Oh. Oh, yeah. Wait, they're mostly from the class of 09 at B. Yeah, that's absolutely Arianthe. Alright, we're rolling on out of here. Everybody keep it smooth as hell. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Do it for Dummy Thick Idaho Bigfoot.